Good day, Gemini Collective. I am Sarah B., and you're tuning into Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like, subscribing to my channel, also hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I am going live or posting new readings. I was just shuffling for the overall energy for this collective reading for July 2024. This is for the Gemini Collective, and it's a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, Spirit has all right. I was like, whew, this is going to be an interesting one. Lots of energy. So we have jeweled web, connectivity, and we have the crossing, initiation. I feel like you are being called into something. And divinely connected is what I just heard. Divinely connected. Or you're going to find out that you're divinely connected through something. You might, you know the saying, oh, it's such a small world. Well, a lot of times we say that and we'll say it to somebody that lives in our neighborhood, or, oh, you're friends with so-and-so. It's such a small world. No. That saying is like if you're in the United States and you have vacation in Canada and you run into somebody who knows somebody that you're friends with. That's a small world. It's not like living in the same town as somebody and making a connection. You're related to somebody, or somebody's dating your friend who knows this person. No. Not the definition of a small world. Like, it's a small world when you actually go outside your comfort zone and experiencing that. So I feel like you're going to find out there's a connection between you and somebody else that you didn't realize. But then you're going to see the real definition of it's a small world. Now, obviously, this is going to be for everybody. But, it is something that's going to be brought to your attention. I'm also seeing that you are going to join something, join a club or a group or an experience of some kind. Maybe you're touring or going on vacation with a group of people, like touring a city, or it could be like a group event in your town. But I feel like you're going to make a lot of connections at this situation or experience. You might find out through that you might know somebody, or see a friend of a friend, or connect with somebody. And this could be on a romantic level. This could also be on I'm hearing romantic level. It might be career driven for some of you. But there's going to be some kind of experience or some kind of gathering that you are called to go through. Now, I'm also hearing that some of you are going to be asked by your higher power, or given the opportunity. If you don't recognize the downloads, you're going to be given the opportunity to get out of your comfort zone and experience something much deeper. It's going to bring you a lot of reward, a lot of experience. But you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and make the experience an experience. I'm hearing adventure. Here's where you might meet your connectivity. I was just told to look down at this card. Your connections. I heard deep connection. I'm hearing bridges. Crossing bridges. Somebody that you're involved with may have crossed over. Or it could be a pet is what I'm hearing. Something crossed over to the 5D. I feel like you're able to still feel their energy and be in their energy, and maybe you're experiencing that leveling up. A bridge. You might be making connections with the 5D and going through a leveling up of sorts. Maybe you are able to channel loved ones that have passed. So you might be a medium. I'm hearing that this is a blessing and you need to use it. Help people. If you're not connected, you're learning how to be connected, or you're manifesting that gift. So keep doing what you're doing, because Spirit knows how badly you want this gift and how much you have been trying to level up and connect. Feel like you already have like a basis for this. But keep at it. I'm hearing help people. You're going to be able to help people. Heal. Help people heal. I just heard help people and then heal as a separate word. Not as a sentence, but I feel like that was part of it. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the tarot and see what we hear there. All right, Spirit. I am shuffling for the Gemini Collective. What is it that the Gemini Collective needs to hear for their greatest good for July 2024? Shuffling for July. What is it that they need to hear? What messages need to be drawn for our Gemini court? Thank you. I have a couple more to get started. Thank you. Shuffling for Gemini. July collective read. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. We have Justice in the reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some energy that you're holding on to right now, and you feel like you haven't been treated fairly in a situation. You know, when this is in reverse, it's injustice. You might have somebody in your energy that's not being treated fairly. This could be you. This could be at work. This could be in general. I mean, a lot of people aren't being treated fairly right now, especially in the United States. A lot of minorities are really suffering. Poor people who are have Medicare, Medicaid, people who are even public service, employees. They might lose their funding. They might in turn lose their job. There's just a lot of injustice going on right now, and gosh, there's a million things I can think of off the top of my head that I'm just being flooded with with words, and so many things are unjust right now to so many different types of people, that it's really unfair to a lot. And you always have. I'm always going to be fighting for the little people, always. So there's an imbalance and unfairness. You're not being treated correctly. This could even be at work. Maybe you're working, not getting that raise, not getting that promotion. You're constantly being overlooked, but you're holding on to something. You feel like maybe you're not worth it's not worth speaking up, or you're afraid of the retaliation. But you are being given the opportunity to do that. You're going to be given a huge opportunity to, I just heard, take matters into your own hands, to be advocating for yourself, to advocate for others who can't speak up. But you really have to let go. This could be traumas from the past. You might have been suffering from traumas from your childhood or from past relationships that you've had. And Spirit saying that at some point, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but at some point you need to let go of these traumas and heal. And you need to look for the opportunities that are surrounding you, because there is help out there. There are people who want to help you and people who are willing to help you, but you have to first get out of your comfort zone and start that growth, start growing. You know, I see this is in soil growth, an opportunity for you to grow, to heal, to become more. And but you have to let go. I know this is where you're comfortable. You don't want to bring these things into light. For some of you, you feel like you're better off staying where you are, not mentioning anything to anybody. Maybe, like I said, you have a fear of retaliation. But you are being called to bring this forward. I feel like with as much as injustice as you've been served, your actions could make for justice for many more people. But please don't do anything that you feel like you're going to be physically harmed or make matters worse for yourself. I would hate to put yourself into danger, but you doing what you can in a safe manner, like I said, is going to bring justice for many others. And you're going to be given the opportunity to do that. Spirit, what else do we have? What other messages for our Gemini collective? Messages for the Gemini collective. Messages for Gemini. Okay, we have the Judgment in reverse. And we have 9 of Cups in the upright. I feel like somebody might have approached you for a second chance at something, a reconciliation, and I feel like after hearing what they had to say or listening to their messages, maybe voicemail, I heard listening to their messages, maybe voicemails or text messages you're hearing or looking at, you've decided not to give them the second chance. I feel like this is more than a second chance, I heard. So this might be multiple times they've come around and done the same thing to you, and you're tired of that same reaction to what you've already been fighting about for a while. I was told to read all these. The 9 of Cups is being independent. Living an independent life, working for yourself, knowing what you have, living a certain lifestyle because you work your ass off for it, wanting to better yourself, wanting to be independent, not have to depend on anybody else. And if you're in a relationship, it doesn't mean that this 9 of Cups means that you can't be in a relationship. It means that that person that you are in a relationship or may be in a relationship with is there because you want them, not because you need them. So many people stay in their relationships or get into a relationship because they feel secure financially. They, by themselves, they might not be able to survive. They might not be able to afford to survive, especially nowadays. Things are so expensive. And this is choosing yourself and then choosing your person because you want them, not because you need them. Working for yourself and your lifestyle. And then saying, you know what? I am independent. I can walk away from this situation if I wanted to, but I don't because I want you. I love you. Okay, so I was told to read these three. Four of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Four of Swords in reverse. I feel like you are on vacation. Maybe this is, or maybe your kids just got out of school, or this is like a summer vacation or taking some time off with this Four of Swords energy and Page of Swords in reverse. Not learning anything, taking some downtime. You could be off from school. It could also mean there's a lack of clarity with something. But I see just here, you're just kind of like, there's nothing you have to pay attention to. You're not really focused. So I just feel like this could have to do with maybe your kids being on vacation. It is the summertime. There are vacations planned, or maybe you have a vacation getaway planned, but it is that time of year. So it's not surprising to me that this is coming out. So this, you might be on vacation right now. But it is, coming out, that you, or this could be a call to take vacation. Maybe you haven't had vacation in a while and you're asked to just cut things off. Not to pay attention to anything. Just, I just heard, put your phone down. Because you know how when you're little at the seashore and you hold shells up to your ear to hear, and it's almost like you're holding a phone up. I just kind of got that, like, cut your ties with your phone. Disconnect. So this might be a call to, you need to disconnect. You need to take a beat for yourself and just relax and get out of your head with just cutting off ties with the world. All right, so let me read our concluding message. All right, Spirit, I am shuffling for the Gemini Collective. What is the concluding message for our Geminis? Thank you. Oh, I just opened right to it. Okay, so it says here, the Forbidden Forest. Bravery, persistence, redemption. And I'm going to read right from the book for this one. The brave one, she who persists, even when her heart is aching and she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep and grown tired, and rightfully so, in the dark and forbidden forest, the place, it is said, where you might not survive. The place, they say, that if you go to, you must return to it again to retrieve your soul. This card represents the hero who chooses to continue on their journey, not half-heartedly, but with devotion and reverence. That part of the journey that nearly causes you to lose your soul or something essential to your being for good, and then having to return to revive it. See, that could be not letting in this person who wants to come back and who has come back many times, or that thing that keeps coming back and is like, do you want to come, you should come back to this. or, you know, it could be a job, it could be a person. Do the same hard thing not once but twice. It is not easy to do. Even if it's just reimagining it in our head and heart, it still activates the same old wounds, pain, and stories. The brave one recognizes that to go on as her fullest and highest self, she must return to the forbidden forest to retrieve and resurrect her soul. This means facing the dragons. Remember, shadow work, bringing up that old stuff, taming it, and eventually befriending it. If she does this successfully, she will unlock greater power, magic, and healing within. It will be a redemption and become a significant point in her journey. Pulling the Forbidden Forest card can be a positive affirmation that you are in the active process of this journey, that you are indeed being brave like the hero. You are earning the inner and outer gifts you so rightfully deserves. Alternatively, this card can be a sign that you may need to return to the Forbidden Forest to heal, retrieve, or resurrect something of yours. Is there anything you have been suppressing or resisting? Thank you, Spirit. You may be at a point where it's time. Even if you need to talk to others for help, that is brave too. Every hero needs an ally. Thank you, Spirit, for showing us the synchronicity from the reading to the concluding message. It is greatly appreciated. So, Gemini, that was your reading. I hope it resonated in some way, shape, or form for you. Please don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell. That will let you know when I am going live, and I have been going live at least twice a week. I have been going in on some impromptu lives during the week, and as much as I can to touch base with you. I really, really love your energy. I love answering your questions. So it means a lot when I connect with you. So thank you for joining me on lives. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.